Apple currently sells 5 different iPads in 5 different sizes. The iPad mini, which has a 7.9-inch screen, the iPad 9.7-inch, the 10.5-inch iPad Air, and then the iPad Pro in 11-inch and 12.9-inch sizes. Which one is best for you? We're going to go through these one by one, but I'll say up front that our recommendation for most people is the iPad mini, which is powerful, portable, and affordable. If you need a larger screen, or if price is your overwhelming priority, then the iPad 9.7-inch comes into the picture. We'll start with the iPad mini, which starts at £399 or $399. This model came out in March 2019, replacing the old iPad mini 4. The mini now comes with an A12 Bionic processor chip, that's the latest and fastest generation, an 8-megapixel rear camera and a 7-megapixel front camera. It's the most portable iPad currently available at just 301 grams and the second cheapest. Only the iPad 9.7-inch costs less. Yet it's powerful enough to run any iOS app that's currently available. All the iPads offer Apple Pencil support. This one supports the first-gen Apple Pencil from 2015. On the downside, it has the smallest screen at just 7.9 inches measured diagonally, which may put you off if you suffer from eye strain or if you like to play immersive films and games. The iPad 9.7-inch starts at just £319 or $329 and remains the cheapest and the oldest iPad currently available. It looked like a bargain when it came out in March 2018, but it's slightly less appealing now because it didn't get a price cut when the 2019 models came out. At 9.7 inches, it has a good screen size for gaming and films, while remaining slim and light at 469 grams. The A10 processor is 2 generations older than the A12s in all the other iPads currently on sale. That will be fine for email and browsing the web and many apps currently available, sort of mid-level or below, but it may perform a little more slowly than these other iPads on very demanding apps or on the new apps that come out over the next year or two. Our main issue with the iPad, other than the lack of a price cut, is the unlaminated screen. It flexes slightly when you press down on it, which makes it feel a bit cheap. All the other iPads here have laminated screens and don't have that effect. And lastly, the iPad 9.7-inch supports the first-gen Apple Pencil. The iPad Air starts at £479 or $499 and came out in March 2019. It has a 10.5-inch screen and the A12 processor, so it's very powerful. It supports the first-gen Apple Pencil. It also supports the Smart Keyboard because it has the Smart Connector on one side. The Air is indisputably a better tablet than the iPad 9.7-inch with a quicker processor, a larger laminated screen and a far better front-facing camera. It's even lighter at 456 grams, but it is also significantly more expensive and overkill for light use. Now we are onto the iPad Pro models, which are essentially identical, except for the screen size. This is the 11-inch model, which starts at £769 or $799. The most obvious difference between the Pro iPads and the rest is the lack of a home button. The front of the device is almost all screen. It enables Apple to increase screen size without making it much heavier. The smaller Pro is only 12 grams more than the iPad Air. It also means the Pros have Face ID instead of Touch ID. They unlock using face recognition instead of a fingerprint sensor. The A12X processor is a souped-up version of the A12s that you get in the iPad mini and the iPad Air, and it is preposterously powerful. It's all about future-proofing. This device can run any app on the App Store at the moment with ease, but it will also be able to run anything that comes out in the next couple of years. The Pros also have better cameras, far better cameras than the other iPads. Perhaps best of all, the iPad Pro models support the much improved second gen Apple Pencil from 2018, but note that they do not support the first gen Pencil. It's one or the other. These three support the 2015 model, these two support the 2018 model. Last of all, we come to the Cadillac of iPads, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. This starts at a punishing £969 or $999, but it does a decent job of justifying that cost. It offers the biggest screen ever on an Apple tablet, now squeezed into a smaller and very thin chassis. 631 grams is light for this much display area. In other respects, it's largely the same as the 11-inch Pro. You get a super fast processor, an excellent 12 megapixel rear-facing camera with flash, and a device that's more than capable of replacing a laptop. Both Pro models have quad speakers too. If price is your first priority and you're prepared to compromise a little, you should buy the iPad 9.7-inch. As well as being the cheapest option, it has a good screen size and is pretty well spec'd. It even supports the first-gen Apple Pencil. For most people, however, our recommendation would be to spend an extra £80 or $70 on the iPad mini. It's a year newer than the 9.7-inch, has a processor that's 2 generations more advanced, and a nicer feeling laminated screen. It comes with twice the storage and is considerably more portable, and it supports the Pencil as well. If you can afford to spend a little more than that, the iPad Air essentially combines the good features of the first two recommendations. It has an even bigger screen than the iPad 9.7-inch, but the power of the Mini. Which leaves the 11-inch and 12.9-inch iPad Pros. They're intimidatingly expensive, but also amazingly powerful and well made, with a fantastic all-screen Face ID design and support for the brilliant second-gen Apple Pencil. Most of us don't need that much power and won't want to spend that much money, but they're a great choice for creative professionals.